Shalom, real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Al Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom to the 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. I'm going to title this video, Can the MOTB make you do things, or make you do things that you don't want to do? So this is the video that was put up by GMS, Babylon is Fallen. The name of the title of the video is Ukrainian Girl Killer the Carlos Brown Jr. claims he was microchipped. And so basically he talks to his sister. He talks to his sister after he gets locked up for this act. The news said that he was in and out of, arrested several times, but he was also in and out of mental wards. So he's telling his sister over the phone, his sister, that by the way, the elder speaking is Yakanan. Correct me if I'm not saying it right. You have Yohana, then you have Yakanan. So he's telling his sister that he didn't say microchip. He said the material that's in me made me do what I had to do. So the sister tells him that the woman's from Ukraine. So he says, well, they wanted her to be taken out, and they used me. This goes into the whole, Manchurian Candidate. You had original movie Manchurian Candidate, starring Frank Sinatra. He's an singer and an actor. And you had a remake. Denzel was the main character, and he was supposed to assassinate the president or the vice president. I saw the movie, but it was many, many years ago. But in that movie, the character that Denzel played, the Manchurian Candidate, he actually had a chip in him, and they showed you that in the movie. You might be able to get it on YouTube. Anyway, so when he goes to shoot the president or the vice president, he's under mind control. They call it, what do they call it in England? There's a term in England, comes out of England. It'll come back to me. Anyway, so you see her he gets up, he's sitting there, he gets up, pops her a couple of times in the neck, and she should have been more aware. That's what you get for sitting next to black people. Sitting next to white people. I'm just saying that's what Esau does. Well, he's a nigga. I'm not. Well, maybe you should think that way. If you watch the video, he gets up, takes out a knife. Looks like a pocket knife. So I don't even think the knife was more than 4 inches long. And pops her a couple of times. She grabs her face. She slumps over, and you see a puddle of blood. I don't know if that was CGI or whatever, because now you can't, you got CGI. You got some of these commercials where you have a woman talking, you think it's a woman, it's actually a CGI or AI. So we don't know what's really going on. But anyway, he says that the material in me made me do it. Somebody wanted her taken out, and somehow they used the material that's in him, which we call the microchip. Because, like I said, and they said that on the news. He's been in and out of the prison system, and he's been in and out of mental wards. So they're blaming on him. They're trying to push the narrative that he's a racist. Well, no, he's a crazy person. This happens to be so-called black. He's a Manchurian candidate. So let's listen.
All right, you hear for yourself.
So you said something in your body did what?
This is his sister talking to him in lockup, whether it's a mental ward or actual prison.
But
Nah, the material, put it like this, the material using my body to stab the lady.
The material used in my body. Let me bring that back. This is fair use, fair use.
Right, you hear for
So they put something in his body. If they put a chip in his brain, chip in his hand, I don't know that the chip sounds far-fetched. If they put a chip in your hand, that's going to make you do things. But I can believe putting a chip in your brain can make you do things. Maybe talk, tell you get up, stab this person, do this, do that, do the other. Let's listen to that again.
Self.
So you said something in your body did what?
Nah, the material, put it like this, the material using my body to stab.
The material used in my body stabbed the lady.
And so she just got stabbed.
Yeah. You know that's not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they got to investigate the material in my body you're supposed to.
Now they got to investigate the material in my body. So they put something in his body. And I don't think it's a microchip in the hand. I think they open his brain up, put him to sleep, and put a chip in him, and he's aware of it.
Since they want to do all that, now they got to investigate.
It's funny because she's from the Ukraine. She's from Russia, and you know that they had a war going on against the United States. So I'm just trying to understand, out of all people, why her?
That's it ain't. I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened.
They just lashed out on him, meaning the thing that's inside of him. We take it to be the chip. And like I said, it's got to be in his brain, not in his hand. I don't believe a chip in your hand is going to go to make you do things. I believe a chip in your brain, wired to your brain, can talk to you and make you do things.
They lashed out on her. Whoever was working the material, whoever was working the material, they lashed out on her.
So you said something.
He said whoever that was working the material. So he believes that he's been chipped, that he has a chip in him. He said whoever's working the material just basically like sent the signal for him to do what he did. All right? And this is what he's saying. Let me play that again for you. He said whoever's working the material that he's referring to is to be microchipped. He said whoever's working the material just did that. Literally flipped the switch.
In your body did what?
Nah, the material, put it like this, the material using my body to stab the lady.
You heard it, the material used in my body, something obviously they put in the body, stabbed the lady. Stabbed it, I didn't do it. It's not me that sinneth, but sin that dwelleth in me. It's not me that doeth it, but the chip that dwelleth in me.
And so she just got stabbed.
Yeah. You know that's not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they got to investigate the material in my body you're supposed to. Since they want to do all that, now they got to investigate.
It's funny she's from the Ukraine. She's from Russia, and you know they got a war. They had a war going on against the United States. So I'm just trying to understand.
Well, Russia declared war against Ukraine, not the
Out of
United
all
States.
people, why?
United States is supply of weapons and money, and to give to Ukraine, the president.
Her.
That's it ain't. I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened. They lashed out on her. Who was working the album? Whoever was working the material? Whoever was working the material? They lashed out on her.
Whoever was working the material lashed out on her. So that's what he's saying. Now, a lot of shit is happening. I mean, we've all heard about the what's his name, Charlie Kirk, yesterday. A lot of information is going on about that. That what we are seeing is a lot of psychological operations taking place.
Yeah, and I got some information about Kirk and why he got what happened. You know why it happened. I can't tell you right now. Because I got to get all the information, but I got to get all the information together. It's no big deal. But I do know this, certain information that he feared for his life. Kept talking about it. He thought he was going to get, shot. He was in fear of it. So there's going to be more information coming out. They got a picture of the guy. They got a long gun, bolt action rifle. Which what's the guy? The depository building. What is this guy? He's a Marine. I forget his name. Pastor Gabar knows his name. He shot a bunch of people. Found out he was a Marine, and he was an expert. I believe he was a sniper. Now the question is, they're saying this guy that supposedly shot, Charlie Kirk was a sniper, trained person. When they said bolt action rifle, so that's a sniper. Perfect shot, bullseye. So, but like I said, he was fearful for his life that he may get shot. So things are not always as they seem. You look at something, could fake his own death. He might be in Europe. He might be dead. Who was behind this guy with the rifle? Did he go do it on his own? There's a lot of things you don't know, and you're not going to know. Things are happening. The material, he calls it material because it was something that was put in foreign to his body, that was put in him. We take it as it being a microchip, and we believe that they opened up his brain and they put it in him, wired him up. And we hear a great millstone been saying that they're gonna wire everybody up, mainly in the hand, because Jake ain't into getting their brain cut open. But they will, if they miss a couple of meals, they will accept a microchip in their hand. They're gonna get the passes. They're going to pull on the heartstrings of the people. They don't get your pastors and ministers say it's all right. And the pastors and ministers not going to tell you that they're getting paid to make you take it. So if you're not one of the elect, you're going to be deceived anyway. If it were possible, the very elect will be deceived, but it's not going to be possible. Let me let you listen to a little bit more.
All right. Modern psychological operations, aka psyops. Now, we can't say we've got the definitive proof for all of this, but where there's smoke, there's fire. He claims to be microchipped. Him himself is telling you. And that the chip was turned on to do whatever that made.
Mind you, he didn't say microchip, so he said material. Something foreign was put in him. He did not say microchip, but we take it that it's the microchip. It is material, made out of material.
Made him lash out like that spontaneously and kill that girl. This is what he's claiming. Now, whether that'll work as a defense in the court, I don't know. Will he even, will he make it to the courtroom? I don't know. Will he end up dead in jail? We don't know. But this is what he's claiming. He's claiming that he was microchipped. And
he's just a pawn for a bigger agenda.
Claiming that whoever's controlling the microchip switched it on to make him do what he did. And this is what he's claiming. So
there was an experiment, a couple of experiments with mice and bulls, where they had a bull with a chip in his brain go to attack the guy in the ring, and somebody hits the switch to turn off, going to the chip in the brain of the bull, and the bull stops in the man's tracks. Doesn't hurt the man.
We'll see how that pans out.
That's why you do the best that you can. Try to stay healthy. You don't want to wind up in the hospital or doctor's office. You can leave in, go in, and then come out with something in you. Especially if you got to go to sleep. Oh, we got to operate. You got to put you to sleep. Fuck that. Put me to sleep shit. Jake men, they don't like hospitals any goddamn way.
We'll see exactly how that pans out. So let me just grab a scripture. There's a lot of things that's happening right now. I'm going to grab, because I want to come up with another video shortly, because I'm still on the plantation. I just slipped out. Been sitting down too long. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, is that where I want? 1 second. Because we are not ignorant. Look at that one. 2 Corinthians of Satan's devices. Yeah, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. I went past it. Chapter 2. I always do that, chapter 11. I always go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11.
I do the same thing. I know it's either 2 Corinthians 11:2 or 2 Corinthians 2:11.
2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should take an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
And his main device and prophecy is the microchip, so we know that it's coming. These other camps don't know that it's coming. Whether they get paid off or they just don't know.
I say again, lest Satan, this is what I'm reading here, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. And one of Satan's devices is obviously going to be what? The microchip. A device that is an adversary to the Most High is going to be the microchip. And that's what he claims. He claims that he has been microchipped. All right? Now, these people have lost their minds, right, over this. They've completely, utterly lost their minds, especially like after the killing of Charlie Kirk yesterday. So keep your eyes Keep your eyes pierced. Keep your faith strong. Ears to the ground. Eyes in the air. Faith with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as always. All right? That's a quick one. Like I said, I'm going to come up with another video shortly because I'm on the plantation. I just wanted to get this out to you.
So, you know, it's close, and there's going to come a time where everybody's going to be required to take it, whether in their brain or on their hand, right hand, left hand. Hate to sound like a broken record, but, you know, Shalom.